Yo, what's up? Get things set up here. And jump into some Madden. Alright.
View message, X Factor LB is selected. View message, X Factor HB is selected. Upgrade
This
players.
is main
Play season game
season.
is selected. Advance week.
So
Play season. Set season goal.
that season goal.
Entering season goals screen, you have 2 options. You have 4 options. For wins is selected. Commit your goal for the year. You have 4 options. For wins is selected. Commit your goal for the year. You have 4 options. For wins is selected. Commit your goal for the year. Entering franchise hub screen, things to do.
I had to turn off the music because it's getting flack from YouTube because of copyright crap. So
View message, X Factor HB is selected. Upgrade players. Play season game is selected. Things to do, you have 4 options. Play offense only. Play full game. Entering team select screen, the Carolina Panthers, the home team, are selected. Ready.
First game against the Panthers. This should be pretty dope.
A tough first test for the NFC champs. It's the coach. This is opening weekend on EA Sports. Coming up, the Rams begin what they hope is the run to another Super Bowl. But standing in their way, Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. I'll be back at halftime with a look at the other games going on. But first, we're off to Charlotte. Standing by, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. So happy to be with you, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, and we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
So much football to talk about. That's our main focus. But how about how much happened in the offseason? Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way. Some superstars changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL in addition to this game we're getting ready to watch.
What the Panthers got. I'm kicking off. Means I'll get it.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the
game,
honors to get us started.
which is
and
always
off
good.
we go from uptown Charlotte. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cam Newton getting set to go with this Panthers offense here for the first time. Cam coming off surgery on his shoulder in the offseason. Caused him to miss the final couple of games of the regular season last year. A disappointing end that saw the Panthers lose the last 6 of his starts after a 6-2 first half of the season.
And since this is the main season, regular season, got everybody on defense
and
and
he
offense.
will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Calling officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Play is good.
On 2nd and 12.
Behind the line.
Newton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
So after 2 plays.
And the offensive starters for the Panthers.
And last night, we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason, and we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give them plenty of encouragement. They'll try and ride that wave and get their first victory of the year.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Hopefully they throw some in
the defense here for the Rams.
All right, partner, turn the house lights down. Turn the spotlight on bright. There he is, the best defender in the NFL today. A 5-time Pro Bowler, 4-time first-team All-Pro. That's Aaron Donald, who led the NFL in sacks in 2018 with 20.5. He's also the reigning Defensive Player of the Year 2 years running. The only other players to win 2 consecutive, how about Lawrence Taylor and J.J. Watt? I'd say that's pretty good company.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
All right, limit for 5 yards. That's not too bad. Less is always better.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
The
shotgun snap for Newton.
If they get
Gets
that
this
pass.
to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
They need it for
these 2 teams squaring off here in week 1. You might remember they used to be in that old NFC West division together from 1995 to 2001. The Falcons, Saints, and 49ers were also in there with the Rams and Panthers. And the Panthers recently, they've dominated this series. They've won 6 of the last 7 against the Rams. On first down, this is McCaffrey.
Oh, they running.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason,
pretty good,
these guys
not too
don't
bad,
play a
can't
whole
complain.
lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. On the move to his left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 488 yards last season. That was 4th among all NFL quarterbacks. He can still tote the mail.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Moving pretty steadily.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I need an interception.
Newton now to throw. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, at least we established there ain't going to be no running. So they go into the air.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football.
Notification from messages. Message from Puzzle410.
Pretty dope. Holding them to no score for 1 quarter. Still pretty good as far as defense goes.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
It's 2nd and 6.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
That was a good one.
The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
54. You're not ready. You're not ready.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this in the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Well,
excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And his task in this situation is making sure that his team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the second quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
180. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, that's
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Get a hole and break through.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Mario Addison in on the stop. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Not too bad.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Goff on 3rd down. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now we see a man who got a workout in last year's Super Bowl, Johnny Hecker, on to punt for the Rams. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern.
They must have offered him a lot of good money or something.
Newton on 1st down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Throwing is Newton. Flushed, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Usually when it's 3rd and long,
McCaffrey on the counter. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final.
Entering pause screen resume.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Shit.
But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get it started in Philadelphia. The defending champs hosting Washington in an NFC East matchup. And it's the Eagles who are out in front. Alshon Jeffrey, a touchdown reception. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And they trail the visiting Bills in that ball game at halftime. Josh Allen has a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And that one all tied as they host the visiting Falcons. Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring. A tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Not too bad.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
What's up?
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Gurley again here on first down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run.
Get the ball back, score again, without letting them score. Easier said than done.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A huge play there on the screen pass. 54 yards.
Damn. Partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
That's terrible.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a run with McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
Damn, that was close.
And we're back now in Charlotte. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Field goal.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? On 1st down, Goff. He's going to take off with it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. A deep ball for Gurley.
Let's go.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
That's right.
Todd Gurley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10.
All right.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
Now I just got to keep them from scoring.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
On 1st down, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He'll look to throw. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Check. Watch me before. Let's go, defense. Hey.
Goff turns and gets to Gurley. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Lead it off until I hear the clicks, which is the game timer getting down. There we go.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Yep.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
All I got to do is not turn the ball over and keep running down. Oh, they use timeout. So.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Made them waste all their timeouts.
Go. 20. 54. Oh, here we go. Oh. Mike's by 4.
They run. It's Gurley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now, since they don't have any more timeouts,
there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Yep.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, let's go.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. So a nice job to break the one tackle,
And
but not
honestly,
much
it don't even
daylight
matter.
after that as he's brought down. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Here we go, Salon. 180. 59, Mike to 59. Silver.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1.
Got that first win. Also, what's up? First game of the season.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for L.A., not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Finish game.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again.
All right.
Entering player upgrades screen, you have 4 options. John Johnson III is selected. Johnny Munt, Trevin Young, Darius Williams. Trevin Young, Johnny Munt, John Johnson III. View in-depth chart. Goals. View goals. View in-depth chart. Goals. Entering my goals screen. 8 ints in a season XP reward, 396 legacy score reward, 500. 5 ints in a season XP reward, 390. Entering XP feedback screen, you have 4 options. John Johnson III, Johnny Munt, Darius Williams.
All right.
View in-depth chart. Goals. Entering my goals screen. 8 ints in a season XP reward, 731 legacy score reward, 500. 5 ints in a season XP reward, 731 legacy score reward, 250. Career sack record XP reward, 500 legacy score reward, 2000.
Damn.
5 ints in a season XP reward, 731 legacy score reward, 250. Entering XP feedback screen. Entering franchise hub screen, things to do. View message. X Factor HB is select. Upgrade players.
Alright.
Entering
You're
player
gonna upgrade
upgrades
the
screen.
players.
Josh Reynolds is selected.
Josh Reynolds.
Slot. Deep threat.
So he's
Slot. Route runner. Physical. Route
I don't
runner.
know which one I
Slot.
should.
Deep threat. Slot. Route.
Think physical, because that'll help him be able to get the ball. Like at times when he might drop the ball, if he's more of a physical player, he can take more punishment, and also I think this ups his what is it called? After I forgot what it's called, but it's like the yards that you get after a catch. Do that.
View in-depth chart. Goals. Entering franchise hub screen. Things to do. View message. X Factor H. Play season game is selected.
So
View
that's
message.
the
X
end
Factor
of the
HB is
first
selected.
week. As always, you like the content, subscribe, and hit the like button. Also, make sure to tap the notification bell so you can get notified when I throw up new videos. I know this whole quarantine thing is getting out of hand, getting real crazy. I hope everyone out there is doing good, and I'll catch y'all
Guide tab,
next
5 of 8.
week.
Home, button, 1 of 1. Communication tab,
Peace.
1 new, 6 of 8. Chat, button, 1 of 4. New chat, button, 2 of 4. Chat, button, 1 of 4. Capture and share tab. Start recording, button, 2 of capture screenshot. Broadcasting, live on Mixer, button, 4 of 7. Overlay 1, win, pause broadcast, button. Microphone, toggle switch, pause, stop broadcast, button.